Hey guys, this is Abbas, the tech guy who loves to code, and you are viewing my channel .NET Interview Questions with detailed explanations. Today, we are going to discuss one of the basic questions of .NET which is asked by almost everyone. That is, what are the pillars of OOPS, or how many pillars of OOPS are there? Also explain them in detail. The first pillar which we have is that of inheritance. What is inheritance? Inheritance allows us to define a class in terms of another class, which makes it easier to create and maintain an application. This also provides an opportunity to reuse the code, functionality, and speeds up implementation time. Now let's think about a basic real-time scenario. Inheritance basically means a child receiving something from their parent. Now, when the parent passes their belongings to a child, then the child receives all the rights over the parent's belongings. Similarly, in the case of code, when there is a parent class and a child class, and inheritance is invoked, the child class gets all the attributes of the parent class and can use them freely. Now, let's look at an example in code to understand how inheritance can be invoked and what is inheritance. Here we have a program which has a parent object. The parent object has a variable new object and it's of type string, which inherits the parent object class. And how is inheritance done? It is done by placing a semicolon in between the class which is there and the class which is to be inherited. And this object class has got a method set the object, and the parent object has a method name the object. What does the set the object method do? It simply initializes the variable new object with the string, "Hi, this is my tutorial for .NET interview questions." Now, we also have the name the object method in the parent object, which just prints whatever is present in the new object variable. Now, in the main method, we create the object of the child object class and use the set the object method in order to set the variable new object. Now, the parent class is called and the method name the object is invoked. So we can see that the string "Hi, this is my tutorial for .NET interview questions" is printed. This is only possible if the new object variable gets inherited from the parent object into the child object. And this is the code which you have seen right now. The next pillar is that of abstraction. Abstraction is just hiding the complex things behind a particular procedure to make the procedure look simple. So what does this mean in real life? Abstraction is, and a real life example will be of driving a car. So when we are driving a car, we may have many gears, but do we actually keep thinking every time we change a gear as to how the gear system works under the hood, or how it affects the movement of the car? No, we simply go ahead and change the gears and leave the working of the car to its system design. This part is called abstraction. The third pillar is that of encapsulation. Encapsulation is restricting a user to follow a particular procedure to access control of a particular process. It just provides safety and ensures system robustness. Let's again revisit example of the car. While you are driving the car, you need to follow a particular mechanism in order to drive the car. That is, you need to first turn on the ignition, then press the clutch and put the car into the first gear. Then you need to accelerate in order to have the car move. So every driver needs to follow this procedure in order to get the car to move. They cannot expect to put the car in the reverse gear and have it move forward. Thus, encapsulation helps to restrict the user to follow a particular protocol. The next pillar, which is the last one, the fourth pillar, is that of polymorphism. The word polymorphism means having many forms. In object-oriented programming paradigm, polymorphism is often expressed as one interface, multiple functions. Polymorphism can be static or dynamic in nature. Now, the question will be, what is static and what is dynamic polymorphism? Static polymorphism is that the code is analyzed at compile time, while dynamic polymorphism is analyzed at runtime. Many a time a question is asked whether you know what form static and dynamic polymorphisms take. To this, the answer should be that static polymorphism takes the form of method overloading and dynamic polymorphism takes the form of method overriding. Now, what method overloading and method overriding are will be discussed in detail in our upcoming videos. Also, there can be many questions on this topic which can be addressed later. So, this is the end of this video. Thank you for watching. If you have liked this video, please subscribe, like and do share, and so that you will get the intimation for the next video as soon as it is uploaded. Thank you and goodbye.